Yep, from the beginning, right? Yeah, one.
Hello, everyone. The students made that musical request, the graduates, so I thought it was a good idea. I'm Jane Carrero. I am the Vice President for Health Affairs and the Dean of the College of Osteopathic Medicine. We are here this afternoon to honor the graduates and to bear witness to their hooding and oath-taking, the beginning of the final steps on their long journey towards becoming a physician. I would like to extend an especially warm welcome to everyone. Many of you have traveled long distances to join us today, and we are very glad to have you here. Doctors, you guys, I ask you to take a moment to look around. You are surrounded by people who support you. Even that child that's crying. Everyone here, they still support you. Everyone here is filled with happiness and a desire to share this moment with you. Everyone, please join me in congratulating the 45th class of the University of New England. See, I told you. We have some honored guests with us today to celebrate the graduates' achievements. With me on the stage today is Dr. Regan Gallagher, 95. She is the chair of UNE's Board of Trustees. Stephen Shannon, DO, class of 86, also from the Board of Trustees, and former Dean of Unicom and past President of the AACOM. On this side, I have Dr. Jonathan Finhoff, DO 95, our hooding speaker, and you will hear more about him soon, and Jody Herman, DO 2006, who's the Unicom Alumni President. In the audience, we have many alumni, children, and family members. We also have representatives of state medical associations and clinical partners, and I thank you all for being here. Since the creation of the College of Osteopathic Medicine in 1978, our medical school has graduated over 4,500 osteopathic physicians, including yours truly. Unicom was literally founded by a group of physicians who cashed in their savings accounts and mortgaged their houses to create the College of Osteopathic Medicine, so that the patients in New England and in the Northeast would continue to have the opportunity to be cared for by osteopathic physicians. We are very proud of the impact our graduates have had and continue to have in the state, in New England, and across the nation. And wherever our graduates go, they remain part of our Unicom family. Members of the class of 2026, you came to us following some very extreme challenges that were occurring in the US healthcare system, the repercussions of which created questions, circumstances, and difficulties that medical education, medical students, and physicians had never come across and are still dealing with. So along with the expected fire hose of information and training, your medical school experience included learning to coexist with these ongoing challenges. These challenges spotlighted the healthcare disparities, the mental health needs of providers, challenges to long-held health and wellness norms, and perhaps most importantly, the evolution of a transitive verb to a noun, AKA Zoom. But doctors, you did not travel this journey alone. There have been many along the way who have supported you. Would the parents of the graduates please stand? Thank you. You have supported and guided these folks for many years, and they will finally have a paycheck. Woo! Yes, I feel your joy. There's another group of people that we need to acknowledge, those loved ones who spent nights alone while you slogged through modules, weekends creeping around quietly while you study for boards, and mornings making the bed while you trotted off for rounds. Would the partners, husbands, wives, and significant others please stand? That's great. Okay, a word of advice. There are residency rules. They can't work more than 80 hours. That leaves plenty of time for laundry, chores, dishes, etc. Would the children of the graduates please stand? Come on, there you go. Thank you. Mom and Dad are so grateful for your patience with them, and someday we hope to see you walk across this stage. As an institution of higher education, we are only as good as our faculty and professional staff, and it is truly my distinct honor to work with a group of exceptional individuals. I'd like to ask the faculty and professional staff of the college to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Regan Gallagher. Regan is a double alumnus, a 1995 graduate of UNE and a 1999 graduate of the College of Osteopathic Medicine. She currently serves as chair of the UNE Board of Trustees and is the first DO to do so. Like many Unicom grads, Dr. Gallagher came to Maine and fell in love with the state, and she began a rural practice caring for the people of Aroostook County, Maine. In 2012, she became the first woman and the first DO to serve as Chief Medical Officer of Cary Medical Center in Caribou, Maine, and finds a significant amount of her time is taking up working with the community and state leaders. Her leadership at Cary Medical Center has repeatedly been cited as critical in saving that rural hospital and maintaining its ability to continue to care for the people in that community. She has brought leadership and critical experience to her role on the board. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Gallagher.
Thank you so very much, Jane. That was a very nice intro. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Distinguished faculty, proud families and friends, honored guests, and esteemed graduates, it is an honor to stand before you as the chair of the Board of Trustees and celebrate what today truly represents both the end of a remarkable journey and the start of an extraordinary career. I have sat where you sit now, and I know this moment reflects years of dedication, growth, and achievement that have shaped you into the physicians you become today. To that I say congratulations, because you have answered a calling that is among the most meaningful and impactful in the world, and you now stand ready to embrace everything that awaits you. The world you are entering is one that genuinely needs you. It needs physicians who think broadly and act compassionately, who can see beyond symptoms to the whole person, and whose presence makes a real difference in people's lives. Every day, you will have the privilege of doing exactly that, asking the right questions, making meaningful connections, and partnering with colleagues who share your passion for healing. You have been trained not only to diagnose and treat disease, but to understand the person who bears it, their story, their environment, and the forces that shape their health. That depth of understanding is a gift both to your patients and to you. It is what transforms medicine from a career into a true vocation. And it is what will bring you profound fulfillment throughout your professional life. You have also learned the remarkable value of touch, not only as a diagnostic and therapeutic tool through osteopathic manipulative treatment, but as a powerful expression of human connection. In an era increasingly defined by screens and algorithms, your ability to heal through presence, empathy, and touch sets you apart and is uniquely osteopathic. That skill is rare, it is valued, and it will be one of your greatest sources of meaning and impact. As trustees, we think often about legacy, what we preserve, what we build, and what we pass forward. Today, you become part of something enduring by earning the title of Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine. You join a proud tradition that honors not only what is treated, but who is treated, a tradition built on whole person care, compassion, and excellence. As you leave here, remember that you are ready to face what lies ahead. Go forward with confidence in your training, humility in your practice, and compassion in every encounter. Use your hands to heal, your minds to discover, and your hearts to serve. Congratulations, doctors, and thank you. The future of healthcare is brighter because of you.
Thank you, Dr. Gallagher. It is now my pleasure to present the recipient of this year's Pioneer of Osteopathic Medicine Award. The Pioneer of Osteopathic Medicine Award is bestowed upon a special individual who exemplifies the tireless dedication and bold pioneering spirit of the profession's founder, Andrew Taylor Still, and the founders of our Osteopathic Medical College. This is the highest honor given by the college. Today, we are honored to welcome Dr. Jonathan Finhoff. Ooh, already. Dr. Finhoff is a 1995 graduate and today is a nationally recognized leader in sports medicine and rehabilitation, currently serving as Chief Medical Officer for the United States Olympic and Paralympic Committee, and as a clinical professor at the University of Colorado College of Medicine. He is a board-certified specialist in both physical medicine and rehab and sports medicine, and he has dedicated his career to advancing innovation, pioneering new developments and therapeutics in athletic health and performance. He has authored more than 100 peer-reviewed publications, contributed to national and international education, and he serves in national and international leadership roles, including Vice President of the American Medical Society for Sports Medicine. Dr. Finhoff spent nearly 2 decades as a team physician for the United States ski team and has served as Chief Medical Officer for Team USA at 8 Olympic and Paralympic Games. Keep it up, they've been doing a good job. Widely respected for both his clinical expertise and leadership, Dr. Finhoff represents the very best of our osteopathic profession. Please join me in welcoming him.
Thank you. That was so kind.
Want me to move this one?
Sure. Dean Carrero, distinguished members of the Board of Trustees, honored guests, beloved colleagues, friends, family, and most importantly, the extraordinary class of 2026. Thank you for the privilege of sharing this day with you. I'm deeply humbled to receive this year's Pioneer of Osteopathic Medicine Award. I accept it with gratitude and with full awareness that I stand here only because of my family and the mentors, colleagues, and patients who shaped me. It's somewhat serendipitous that I stand before you today because medicine was not my childhood dream. In fact, it wasn't even on my radar. So let me take you back to 1989. I was living in Boulder, Colorado. I was a professional bike racer in my second year of college, studying business at the University of Colorado. My life was about sport. It's all I know. It's all that matters. It's 9 p.m. in the early spring. I'm finishing up a test that was held at the basketball arena with 1,000 other students. I'm sure many of you went through that in undergraduate. I'm rushing through the last few answers. I'm tired from the long day training earlier, and I want to get home and go to sleep. I turn in the test, run up the stairs, and out the door of the arena. It's dark, it's cold, it's windy. The first few drops of a storm hit my face. I jump on my bike and put some power into the pedals. I want to get home quickly. So I fly down the hill and onto the bike bridge over Boulder Creek, and I swerve to miss something that's lying in the middle of the bridge. I slam on my brakes and realize that was a person. I get off my bike to check if they're okay, and it's a young man. He's probably college age, about my age at the time. His eyes are open, and he stares aimlessly. I hear his breath, and it's harsh, irregular, rasping, slow. There's fluid on the ground around his head, and it's getting bigger and bigger. It's dark, it's red, and it's blood. This is bad. So I jump on my bike. I race to a payphone. That's a thing where you take a quarter, you put it in, dial it. Dial 911, and then go back to the young man. And I kneel next to him. I try to talk to him, but he's just not responding. I'm crying, and he slowly stops breathing, and he dies. The ambulance arrives. The paramedics cover him up with a sheet, load him into the back of the ambulance, and drive away. I'm standing alone on the bridge in the rain, and I'm just in anguish. I didn't do anything to save him. I didn't know how. And I thought to myself, I will never let that happen again. So the next day, I sign up for an EMT class. And within the first few classes, I know I don't want to be a bike racer anymore. I want to be a physician. That's when I ask myself the question, now what? And that's probably very much a question that's coming to mind for you right now. With immense change that's happening in your lives, these pivotal moments, these present us with the greatest opportunities. So I'm going to share a few pearls that I've gathered on my journey that may help you make the most of yours. So first, it involves two fundamental attributes of great physicians: competence and character. So competence means acquiring and applying the knowledge and skills necessary to evaluate and treat the medical conditions relevant to your specialty, whatever you choose to do. This one's pretty obvious, and everybody wants to be a competent physician. You've just completed a monumental first step in gaining that competence. Medical school is behind you. But competence isn't a destination, it is absolutely a journey. Your next step is postgraduate training. You go into your internship, then residency, potentially a fellowship. I won't sugarcoat it, it will be the hardest thing you've ever done. However, it likely will be one of the most rewarding periods for your medical education, and I dare say, your life. This is when you truly learn how to practice medicine, when you feel what it means to be a doctor, with all the rewards and challenges that it comes with. Try to soak it all in every day. Embrace every moment of joy and sadness, the energy and the fatigue, the successes and failures. The first time you save a life, the first time you deliver a baby, or deliver the news of a terminal diagnosis. In my opinion, medicine is the most rewarding and most challenging profession that you could choose. That's emotionally, physically, intellectually. After completing your postgraduate training, commit yourself to lifelong learning with mentors, attending conferences, continuing medical education courses. Medicine constantly evolves. It's changed so much over the years that I've practiced, and I'm so young. So never stop learning. But being a great physician isn't just about competence. It's about doing it the right way. That's where character comes in. Great physicians are kind, compassionate, honest, and empathetic. They demonstrate integrity, which involves ethics-based action. Say what you're going to do and then do it. Act with integrity. They see the person, not just the pathology. They listen with their full attention. They honor the sacred trust patients place in them. That is character. And character ultimately is what patients remember. It is what your colleagues will say about you when you leave the room, and it is what you will think about when you look back on your career decades from now. Strive to be a great physician, one who practices both competence and character. The second pearl is take control of your journey. Don't leave it to chance. Don't let it happen to you. Start with the end in mind. Ask yourself the questions most people wait too long to ask. Who do you want to be, not just as a physician, but as a person? What do you want to achieve in work and in life? What are your unique gifts? What do you take to your practice? What do you give to your patients? Where do you want to live and why? What brings you joy outside of medicine? And where do you need to pursue it? Since most of your waking hours will be spent at work, make sure you understand what kind of work fulfills you. Is that a hospital or a small practice setting? Academics with teaching and research? Being employed or independent? Being a generalist or a super subspecialist? Taking care of kids, adults, or both? These aren't trivial questions. They will absolutely be the architecture of your life. In addition, look at the people you genuinely respect and admire and ask yourself, what is it about them that moves you? Let me share an example with you. So Jay Smith was my fellowship program director at Mayo Clinic. He was only a few years older than me, but already a physician and person I aspired to become. He finished first in his class at Princeton. He received the Elkins Award for the highest PM&R board score in the country. He was already the Mayo Clinic Sports Medicine Fellowship Program Director only a few years into practice. He later became one of the youngest full professors in Mayo Clinic history. His research fundamentally changed the way that we practice medicine. While all of this was impressive, the thing I remember most about Jay is the way he listened. When I came to him with ideas, and I have a lot of ideas, he would lean back, put his hand on his chin, kind of tap his finger on his cheek. He'd give me his full attention, and when I finished, he'd say, that's a great idea. Let's figure out how to do it. And we'd spend hours working through the details, and most of the time we'd end up somewhere completely different than we started. But it was always better. And he taught me that nearly everything we think is impossible in medicine is actually possible. You just have to approach it with enough rigor and enough belief. Then he'd go home to his family and give them his full attention. That too was something he modeled. And that's really important to me. I have a very, very busy career, but when I'm home, I am absolutely 100% focused on being home. That too is something he modeled. He demonstrated that it was possible to have an amazing career and a full life outside of work. In fact, you rarely succeed at work if you don't take the time to fill your bucket with the people and activities you love. So definitely remember that. So by asking these questions and considering the qualities of those you admire, those who inspire you, you can develop your own personal vision. And while my vision has evolved over time, it eventually became this: to lead the sports medicine team that cares for the world's best athletes, create programs and policies with global impact on athlete health and well-being, educate and mentor healthcare professionals, discover new knowledge to prevent injury and illness in sport, and build diverse and inclusive teams. So to finish up my story, I changed my major to biology, applied to medical school, and chose University of New England because of how it felt the moment I arrived. The professors knew the students' names. The students weren't competing against each other. Instead, they were pulling for each other. That kind of culture in medical school is rarer than you think. The setting, of course, is beautiful up here in Maine, and that obviously played a part in my decision. I knew this was the right place for me, and from there, I went and did my residency in physical medicine and rehabilitation at University of Utah, my sports medicine fellowship at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota, and then I worked for years in private practice and in academic settings, eventually leading back to Mayo Clinic Sports Medicine, where I led their program for the last 10 years. Throughout those years, I had the privilege to work with athletes at every level of sport, from high school, collegiate, amateur, professional, Olympic, and Paralympic, each one teaching me something that the textbooks never could. When the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee finally decided that they would hire a physician to lead their efforts to provide world-class comprehensive health care to Team USA athletes, every step of my path had prepared me for this moment. So has my vision guided me? Well, without question. I share this not because this should be your vision, but because having a vision changes everything. Your vision puts rudder on your boat. Without it, you're adrift in the current. With it, you can navigate even the roughest seas. So class of 2026, I want you to stop for just a moment and take in where you are. Look to your left and look to your right. These are your people, the colleagues who pulled all-nighters with you, who talked you down when you were certain you were going to fail, who celebrated with you when you didn't. Some of them will be your closest friends for the rest of your life. In the years to come, all of you will save lives that would not otherwise be saved. You have done something genuinely hard. You have earned the right to call yourself a physician. But today is not the finish line, it's the starting line. And what you do next will matter in ways you cannot yet fully imagine. Patients are waiting for you, not just any physician. They're waiting for you. Your particular gifts, your way of listening, your ability to walk into a room and make someone else feel less alone. This isn't a small thing, it is the most important thing. So here's my charge to you. Choose to be a great physician. Practice with competence and character. Create a vision for your life and pursue it with everything you have. And when the road gets hard, and it will, remember why you started and where you're going. Remember that you were made for this. The world doesn't just need physicians, it needs you. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Congratulations. Thank you, John. Now, I would like to ask Dr. Jared Erb, President of the Unicom Class of 2026, to come to the podium to speak as a representative of the class. Jared.
I'm a little taller, sorry. Okay. Whew. Good afternoon, faculty, staff, proud family and friends, and most importantly, my class, the class of 2026. Today feels electric. It's wild, it's amazing, it's scary, it's exciting, all in one. For years, this day felt theoretical, right? It was something that belonged to the future version of ourselves. But then somewhere between donor lab, club meetings, exams, so many exams, clinical shifts, and trying to remember the last time you slept, the day arrived. We're here. Physicians, we're here. That feels good. And I think what makes today meaningful is not necessarily the title itself. It's what it took to get here. Look around. We've done this a couple times now, but look around. The people sitting around you are your community. The community that sat next to you in lecture. Well, some lectures. The community that worked hard, collaborated, CMAP'd, planned events, did research, went to conferences, shared notes, probably shared a few viruses. We repeated the 3 muscles that connect to the coracoid process. I won't make you do it now, it's okay. And we're still not entirely sure whether that donor tag was the pisiform or the base of the 5th metacarpal. We shared successes and we shared some failures, but we did it together. 4 years ago, many of us walked into orientation carrying equal parts excitement and terror. Well, at least for me, it was mostly terror. We were told that we would study hard and eventually we would learn how to diagnose diseases, save lives, and handle immense responsibility. And no one, and absolutely no one, mentioned trauma bonding or shaken bunnies. Sorry. That wasn't in the script, but I had to say it. We learned medicine, sure, but we also learned each other. We learned who becomes calm in chaos. We learned who cracks jokes during stress. We learned who asks questions in every all-class meeting. We know who always has snacks. And somehow, the person who seems to not really study, but while we're on question 12, they're walking out of the room, which still honestly feels a bit offensive to this day. We learned that community matters because none of us got here alone. To the citizens of the great state of Maine, thank you for letting us briefly pass through your communities, your businesses, your bars, your beaches, certainly. And honestly, we got to go to a small but prestigious university on the southern coast of Maine. And maybe we'll be back someday. To our revered faculty and our physician preceptors, thank you for teaching us not just medicine, but for the personal foundations, the judgment, the humility, the curiosity that we will continue to build on through the rest of our careers. Thank you for pushing us harder than we thought was possible, while simultaneously reminding us that we belonged here. You helped us up when we stumbled and refused to lower the bar when it mattered most. So thank you to you guys. To our dedicated staff, who are in the wings and running all over the place, the true stars behind the curtain keeping the whole thing running, thank you. We don't say it enough. From fielding our emails at all hours, to coordinating, and then re-coordinating and re-coordinating probably 180 specs or CSAs, to solving problems before we even knew they were problems, to making sure all of our residency applications were submitted, you managed to keep us functioning, even when we didn't know which way was up. We don't say it enough. Thank you. To our families, our partners, and our friends, including those that we've gained and those that we've lost along the way, thank you for your unending love and support, even when we would disappear for weeks at a time to study, especially right around boards. Thank you for tolerating the stress, the exhaustion, the canceled plans, the falling asleep in the movie theater, the upheaval of our routine every year or so. We know it wasn't easy, especially when every conversation somehow led back to medicine. It was inevitable. We are better because of you. Even if we don't always show it, we knew that you were rooting for us. This day belongs to you all as well. You guys are supposed to clap now. That's. And finally, to my classmates, my friends, the class of 2026. Thank you for allowing me to represent you over these last 4 years. It's been an honor, honestly. I'm proud of us. We entered medical school, kind of a crazy time. We saw everything that happened through the pandemic. We were given probably about 1,000 reasons to not go into medicine, and we did it anyway. That takes courage. And now that courage can't stop. People keep saying that these are unprecedented times. But honestly, I think this might be like the 30th unprecedented time this year, give or take. We are about to enter a profession that is truly inspiring, but it's also exhausting. It's complicated, and at times, deeply broken. And still, here we are. We are about to do some amazing things. Really exciting. Hard days are coming. Reference, thank you. We are about to enter the real world. Residency, fellowship, and beyond. The nights when you doubt yourself, and they will happen, think back to what the school and what this community has taught us. Help those who ask for it, support those who aren't ready yet, and take none of it personally. I heard someone say a few years ago at a conference, in medical school, we have hundreds of lectures teaching us how to fight death, but almost none teaching us how to keep living. Protect what makes you, you. Call your family, show up for your friends, celebrate our successes, have hobbies, and maybe touch some grass occasionally. All right, take one more look around the room. One more, I promise. This is probably the last one, because we're about to do the hooding thing in a second. These classmates are more than that now. These people are part of your story. Stay connected, answer the text messages. Like I said, celebrate each other's victories. There'll be lots. And check in when someone disappears for a little too long. All right, maybe one more Discord ping for good luck. We'll see who didn't mute their phones. And now, today, we say so long, not goodbye. Congratulations, the class of 2026. We did it. Yeah. You guys. Let's do it. Let's do this.
Okay, let's do it. Thank you. At this time, I would like to ask Associate Dean Bonacore to please come to the lectern to read the names of the candidates to receive the hood for the Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine. Faculty marshals, will you please escort the candidates to the stage?
Jihan Abdelkabir, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Austin G. Adams, hooded by Caitlin M. Michaels, DPT. Jacob Joseph Alexander, hooded by Lori Cooper Alexander, JD. Sarah C. Ailing, hooded by Richard Douglas Ailing, MD. Chloe Maria Alimonos, hooded by John Yanis Alimonos, PhD. Braden M. Allward, hooded by Kyle Scully, PhD. Maxwell A. Auerbach, hooded by Nicole Nahama Auerbach, JD. Rana Bigari, hooded by Soleil Bigari, MD. Andrew G. Bailey, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Julia Marie Balboni, hooded by Stephanie J. Balboni, EDD. Andrew Benesiak, hooded by Kenneth Benesiak, MD. Rashida Bandaru, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Maura Jean Barry, hooded by Catherine Hanafi, DO 04. Amal Amir Basir, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Madeline Rock Bolio, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Camilla Basinova, hooded by Jeffrey McCullen, MD. Caitlin C. Belknap Shagnon, hooded by Paula Belknap, DVM. Evelyn Mary Belmer, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Brittany Eve Berteau, hooded by Nicole Berteau, DO 23. Rachel Casey Bordonaro, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Tristan Brunet, hooded by Daniel B. Jordan, DO. Kelly Ann Brustman, hooded by Catherine Hannafy, DO 04. Yasmin Bungwash, hooded by Amrithia Ann Jacob, DO. Raven Ashley Boussiere, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Erin Margaret Bird, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Caitlin Morgan Kalikia, hooded by John Kalikia, PhD. Kristen Mary Candela, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Brianna Lee Chamberlain, hooded by Paul Siegel, DO. Sebastian N. Chiro, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Alex Chu, hooded by Kevin Huang, DO 24. Amber H. Chopolis, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Matthew J. Sincata, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Caitlin Patricia Coates, hooded by Amora McElhenney Keat, JD. Windray J. Cox, hooded by Harry Philippakis, PhD. Grace Elizabeth Cromwell, hooded by Timothy Kingsbury, DO 87. Zachary Andrew Curtis, hooded by Paul Siegel, DO. Gabriel Curtis Brown, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Mara Sophia Davudi, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Brigilda Didi, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Catherine Rose Della Barba, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Gabriel Barros de Olveria, hooded by Emma Zorda, DO 25. Gia DeRose, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Robert Joseph De Silva, hooded by Kathy De Silva, JD. Christopher D. DeTroya, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Lauren Kim Di Giovanni, hooded by Sue Di Giovanni, MD. Alexander E. Dobson, hooded by Catherine Hanafi, DO 04. Morgan Eliason, hooded by Anders Eliason, PhD. Jared D. Erb, hooded by Kyle Scully, PhD. Olivia M. Esterero, hooded by Peter Bollier, DO 13. Julia Elizabeth Favazzo, hooded by Vinay Madan, MD. Robert Roy Farnini, hooded by Kyle Scully, PhD. Heidi Lee Fox, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Cade Thomas Friedland, hooded by John Friedland, MD. Evan J. Friend, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Elizabeth Gagan, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Hannah Gallegos, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Jacob William Gano, hooded by Paul Siegel, DO. Shelby Francine Gardner, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Cassandra K. Gertie Jensen, hooded by Marilyn Gallucci, PhD. Michaela May Jacqueline Gervais, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Peter Junta, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Madeline Amanda Grimion, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Ethan Griffin, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Allison Gazzetti, hooded by Peter D. Gazzetti, DO 91. Joseph E. Haviland, hooded by Peter Brooks, DO. Devin Harold, hooded by Jeffrey McCullen, MD. Ryan D. Hibbs, hooded by Rita Kamra, MD. Kaylee Elizabeth Horacek, hooded by Luke Horacek, JD. Sarah Ibrahim, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Gabriel S. Ingersoll, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Tassin Isla, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Andrew E. Johnson, hooded by Giselle Henderson, DO 25. Melissa S. Joseph, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Devin Alexander Jazokas, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Benjamin H. Kapan, hooded by Russell Kapan, MD. Burton Richard Carger, hooded by Alexandra Blanche, MD. Bradley Patrick Keneally, hooded by Ina Tribukchuk, DDS. Sarah A. Khan, hooded by Amir Khan, MD. Jacqueline Ann Kleppinger, hooded by Jeffrey McCullen, MD. Samantha A. Cobald, hooded by Jeffrey McCullen, MD. Emily Ray Contillo, hooded by Jack Forbush, DO 01. Mega Lullit Cole, hooded by Rushmi Cole, MD. Robert Joseph Crewley, hooded by Stephen Michael Dunn, MD. Sarah LaFleur, hooded by Kimberly Lund, JD. Katie Nicole Lagana Foley, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Vincent Lee, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Michael William Levangie, Jr., hooded by Michael Levangie, MD. Gia Lee, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Charles R. Linsky, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Evan Sean Lucy, hooded by Kyle Scully, PhD. Emma Catherine Madigan, hooded by Marilyn Gallucci, PhD. Alexandra Margarita Megir, hooded by Marilyn Gallucci, PhD. Swapnika Malipidi, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Shauna Jean Nada Martel, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Paul Jameson Mast, hooded by John Friedland, MD. Elena Marie Masters, hooded by Karen Maynard, MD. Casey Gillen McAndrews, hooded by Robert Chapman, MD. Megan Nicole McAuliffe, hooded by Gregory McAuliffe, JD. Kira McGrath, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Joe A. McKinnon, hooded by Marilyn Gallucci, PhD. Kathleen Margaret McLaughlin, hooded by Marilyn Gallucci, PhD. Rebecca A. Mealy, hooded by Carmine Mealy, JD. Rochelle N. Mendola, hooded by Kyle Scully, PhD. Sarah Noel Mikuchi, hooded by Samuel Hoy, MD. Frederick Daniel Mignoni, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Samantha Joelle Miles, hooded by Jacqueline Cam, DO 24. Natalie T. Mistikawi, hooded by Hani Mistikawi, MD. Allison Jordan Moore, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Tristan Patrick Morin, hooded by Aaron Morin, PharmD. Summer Husam Mukhalid, hooded by J. Roop, DO. Jason Mu, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Benjamin William Mugg, hooded by William James Mugg, MD. Camille Lorraine Mulcahy, hooded by Marilyn Gallucci, PhD. Emily J. Munn, hooded by Amy Carter, MD. Hari Reddy Nair, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. An Feng Nguyen, hooded by Charlotte Paolini, DO 89. Kaylee A. Nowak, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Nathan M. Nungchana, hooded by Annie Daniel, MD. Tyler Reed Nusinau, hooded by Eric Sharp, DO. Jackson O'Donnell, hooded by Peter Brooks, DO. Ezra Omerolu, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Colin Daniel O'Neill, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Brittany S. Opoku, hooded by Marilyn Gallucci, PhD. Zoe A. Page, hooded by Catherine Hannafy, DO 04. Reed Michael Parent, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Dylan M. Payton, hooded by Derek Juris, DO 04. Gabriel Adrian Peck Frame, hooded by Catherine Hannafy, DO 04. Cameron Joseph Peterson, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Connor Pelletier, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Justine Rose Pepling, hooded by Karen Dother, MD. Tessa Parody, hooded by Rosalind Gold, MD. Madison Grace Philhauer, hooded by Ryan Thies, PhD. Elliot Arthur Pillsbury, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Leah Ramella, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Jerry Ramos Aponte, hooded by Estefania Santamaria Flores, MD. Kylie Ann Robin, hooded by Matthew Robin, PhD. Max A. Robbie, hooded by Noah Robbie, MD. Nate D. Rowell, hooded by Paul Siegel, DO. J. Maxwell Russell, hooded by Walter F. Denino, MD. Soumya Sabella, hooded by Corinne Seehausen, DO 25. Hafsa Mohammed Sadiq, hooded by Hamad Mohammed Sadiq, DO 26. Hamad Mohammed Sadiq, hooded by Hafsa Sadiq, DO 26. Saint Jiro Pakada Sahagun, hooded by Clifford Rosen, MD. Jaron D. Salto, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Malia Brooklyn Sawtell, hooded by Gregory Stevens, DO 12. Samantha Marie Seta, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Hunter Thomas Scott, hooded by Jeff McCullen, MD. Arsal Shah, hooded by Marilyn Gallucci, PhD. Julia K. Shepard, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Grace Helen Simonson, hooded by Dustin Simonson, PhD. Sukhpal Singh, hooded by Ramandeep Kaur, OD. Kristen Sobolewski, hooded by Ronald Smith, PhD. Daniel Sokolov, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Brooke Sens Swanson, hooded by Paul Siegel, DO. Mary Elizabeth Sweeney, hooded by Marilyn Gallucci, PhD. Bethany Joan Taylor, hooded by Gregory Blackstone, DDS. Chase Raffaella Tomasino, hooded by Anthony Salzarillo, DC. Sai Sanjana Vietla, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Jonathan A. Volpe, hooded by John Volpe, DPM. Norier Wartan, hooded by Marilyn Gallucci, PhD. Leah Catherine Weishar, hooded by Tyler Redway, PhD. Lauren M. Whitney, hooded by Frank Willard, PhD. Jody M. Williams, hooded by Acacia Lamb, MD, PhD. Rebecca Amanda Wilson, hooded by Skylar Trouts, DO. Eliza Rose Wolf, hooded by Andrew Wolf, PhD. Ellie Atkins Woodworth, hooded by Jerry Lou Atkins, MD. Cameron Marie Yerga, hooded by Evelyn Schwallenberg, DO 93. Aya Ali Ziyabi, hooded by Marilyn Gallucci, PhD. Kayla Elizabeth Zentmeyer, hooded by Rita Paquin, MD.
At this time, I'd like to ask Dr. Jody Herman, class of 2006, and president of the Maine Osteopathic Association, president of the Unicom Alumni Association, to please come forward to administer the osteopathic oath.
Thank you, Dr. Carrero. Congratulations to all of you on reaching this point. It's now my honor and privilege to administrate the osteopathic oath. The pledging of the osteopathic oath is a time-honored tradition that binds your word and your actions to our profession and has been sworn by all doctors of osteopathy who preceded you. I ask that you all please recite the oath after me. Doctors, please stand. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do hereby affirm my loyalty to the profession I am about to enter. I will be mindful always of my great responsibility to preserve the health and the life of my patients, to retain their confidence and respect, both as a physician and a friend, who will guard their secrets with scrupulous honor and fidelity, to perform faithfully my professional duties, to employ only those recognized methods of treatments consistent with good judgment and with my skill and ability, keeping in mind always nature's laws and the body's inherent capacity for recovery. I will be ever vigilant in aiding the general welfare of the community, sustaining its laws and institutions, not engaging in those practices which will in any way bring shame or discredit upon myself or my profession. I will give no drugs for deadly purposes to any person, though it may be asked of me. I will endeavor to work in accord with my colleagues in a spirit of progressive cooperation, and never by word or by act cast imputations upon them or their rightful practices. I will look with respect and esteem upon all those who have taught me my art. To my college I will be loyal and strive always for its best interests and for the interests of the students who will come after me. I will be ever alert to further the application of basic biologic truths to the healing arts and to develop the principles of osteopathy which were first enunciated by Dr. Andrew Staler Still. And in the presence of this gathering, I bind myself to my oath.
Not yet. Doctors, I hereby confer upon you all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities herein bestowed as a Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine. May I present the physicians of the class of 2026. Finally, right? Please be seated. Thank you. I ask that the audience please remain seated and wait for the platform party and the graduates procession to march out before you leave your seats. I want to offer my personal congratulations, and I'm going to take the prerogative, because I'm in front of the mic, to offer a little bit of advice. This is a momentous achievement, but you're not finished. As you heard from all of the speakers today, the process of becoming physician for you is just beginning. Over the last 4 years, you have faced challenges and difficulties that stretched you and tested you, but you did not break. That is because you are resilient. There is something inside each of you that guides you through those things, and you can trust it. As you go forward, there will be greater challenges and harsher realities. Remember, you are resilient. Listen to that inner voice, the positive one, not the negative one. Any situation only has the power that you give it. Choose only to give your power to that which is positive, supportive, and helps you grow. If you can help your patients learn that same lesson, you will truly make the world a healthier place. I wish you much, much happiness and success in your careers as osteopathic physicians. And finally, members of the class of 2026, doctors. 4 years ago, you chose to attend UNICOM, to become part of our family. Thank you.